The sound you are hearing is money being gathered from the parking meters at Oklahoma State University. For the students that do not choose to buy a parking permit, the meters at the Colvin Center offer one of the few alternatives to on-campus parking. Most students find that the lot is just as close or closer to their classes than permit parking.
Well, I used to have a parking permit, but I found that it was a lot closer to my classes just to park at the Colvin Center or by Joe's off campus, so I never used my permit anyway. Now I just don't buy them anymore because I can find a place on campus with a meter or I can park off campus.
The parking meters are watched by a student police force that hands out fines for the car parked in front of a meter with no remaining time left. Last year, the fines added up to nearly $4,500. Patrolman Raper, assistant head of the parking division, is in charge of cadets patrolling these lots.
Those parking meters are enforced 7 days a week, 365 days a year. They're enforced from 7 in the morning till 10 p.m. at night. All the meter violations and money that comes in from the meter violation does go in the parking lot, meter repair, stuff like that. We empty those meters twice a month, myself and a cadet, and that averages somewhere between $2,500 and $3,500 a month.
The money attained from coin-operated parking meters is only a drop in the bucket when compared to how much revenue the OSU police force takes in on fines for restricted areas on campus. This amounts to nearly $430,000 annually. Now, anyone who has received a parking ticket, especially a student who will park anywhere when late for a class, often feels that the fine involved is too much punishment for the crime.
I got a ticket because I was new here on campus and I really had no idea where else to park, and all my lots that I was supposed to park in were full. I moved to what I thought was an overflow lot and got oppressed.
Well, I got a ticket over at the wellness center. I was parked. I was told that if I came there and signed in that I wouldn't get a ticket, but I did. It was like a $40 ticket. And of course I was appalled because I can barely afford to be a student, much less a $40 ticket.
I was going to the football office to pick up something, and my friend Bob and I went in, and he was parked there for like 5 seconds, but there's no other place to park. So we came back out, and the guy was putting a ticket on his car when I came out. I said, "You're not going to give us a ticket, are you?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I said, "That is so wrong, because we had just been there for about 5 seconds, and there was no other place for us to park. We had to park there or park somewhere else and walk in there just to go check a list."
Revenue from parking fines is used to repair campus parking lots and roads. The money is also used for automobile repair, new radio equipment, and computers to keep track of the some 40,000 tickets given annually. But ticketing isn't all that pops up on this job. Once in a while, an interesting development occurs. Lieutenant Mosier, director of the Parking Fine Division, says that sometimes there is more to deal with than just tickets.
I was a midnight sergeant, and a young lady came in to report someone had stolen her car. And this was in December. She was getting ready to go home for Christmas. And I asked her where she parked, and she said in the parking lot over there just outside of Wentz. And I said, "Well, when did you park it last?" And she said, "In August when I came here." And she had not looked or seen that automobile since August. I don't think she really needed a car here, but she took up parking space for a while. I think somebody got mad at it sitting there and just took it away.
Officers and students will most likely always be at odds with each other, whether it's over a parking fine or something else. But both know campus parking will always exist, and as such, so will tickets for cars parked in the wrong places. From Stillwater, I'm Dan Crutcher.